I should have said this a little bit earlier, giving you guys a little bit more notice, but if anyone wants to come up after our next act and tell a funny travel story, I will personally buy you a beer. So think about it. You're good for it? All right, well, then the spot's taken, guys. So, he's got balls. Give it up for David. All right, well, there you go, guys. Now you know what you're in store for. Guys, I'm going to bring up your next comic. Her and I were good friends, and we started doing comedy together. And she knows funny more than she knows intense personal drama. And you're going to find out what I'm talking about. I'm going to bring up Miss Emma Wilkie, everybody. Give her a round.
No, it's just like a...
Thank you.
Shading
I don't get music because I do the music.
Woo!
Yeah!
We're gonna sing for
Give it up for
you.
John Seelig. Little known fact, John Seelig has the biggest dick in comedy.
Yes! True!
I started that.
John Seelig's dick is so big, he went to Australia and jerked off, and now that's why the ozone layer has a hole in it.
You're welcome.
John Seelig's dick is so big, he entered a marathon and instantly won it. John Seelig's dick is so big, he could be a pedophile in another country and not even know it. John Seelig's dick is so big. He went to a field and spun in a circle, and that's what crop circles are made of. What's up, guys? I love bars. My name is Emma. I go to bars a lot, but it gets me into trouble sometimes because I wake up with strange bruises on my body. And a couple weeks ago, I came here actually, and I woke up the next day with like a handprint bruise on my leg. So I had to go around to all the guys that I know and be like, does your hand fit this bruise mark? I don't know. It made me like the horror version of Cinderella. Yeah, so do you guys know what's going on in Montreal these days? The student protests and stuff a little bit. Basically, everyone's going around wearing red square and banging pots and pans and stuff. And I live in the plateau, you know, and I've lived here a long time. And every night at 8 p.m., I do go out on my balcony and I play spoon into a pot and because that's my cat's dinner time. Solidarity. Did you guys hear about the guy who got his face eaten?
Yeah.
That was fucking intense. One of the main parts of the story was he ate the guy's face for 18 minutes before the guy showed up. They had to stop him for 18 minutes. So this guy was asleep on the ground for 18 minutes while someone was eating his face. He must have been more fucked up than the other guy. Unless you wanted him to eat his face. Which could have been one of those weird, like, German situations, like, I gotta put a personal ad out, like, I'm gonna be under the overpass between 12 and 2, and if you want to come and eat my face, I will totally be into it. I don't know. But okay, that clearly was not true. But this crazy guy decided to go and eat this guy's face, and he was homeless. So why wouldn't you eat a clean guy's face? You can the homeless guy with like a fucking wet nap and like clean him off before you eat him. Fucking even raccoons would have done that. Okay. May 4th or 5th, the weird thing about the story. The news kept going on about this guy's going to need multiple reconstructive surgeries to get his face back to normal. Why? He's homeless. Just fucking give him an iPad or something. difference between an IUD and an IED is?
Someone does.
You should. An IUD is a surgical, a contraceptive device that one can get, and an IUD is an explosive device. And IUDs, they're already they're very scary because they come in very big boxes. And I'm thinking, why is the box so big? What the fuck is in the box? Like, it has to be inside me at some point. And it's very, very intimidating. It should not be that big. But it's because it comes with cables so you can sync your menstrual cycle to your iPad. Out of the box, into your box. So an IUD is an explosive device. And I hope nobody ever mixes these things up. Because if they did, your uterus would explode, and some Middle Eastern city would have its population under control. Sorry, I'm trying a bunch of new stuff tonight. Ketamine, mostly. Just kidding. I've done ketamine before. I am though trying a bunch of new stuff. Did you guys know that F1 was in town lately? Last week?
Yes.
That is always my favorite time of year because it's the best time to spot Mickey Rourke on the streets. Last time, I thought I saw Mickey Rourke when the F1 was in town, but it was just a homeless woman wearing a cowboy hat. I went into a bookstore and the Bible was on the non-fiction shelf. I thought that's a little presumptuous. Seeing as the book of Revelations is based in the future. Because there's a lot of really weird shit in that book. There's one story about how the story of Adam and Eve, when they first started having sex, God decided to punish them by making childbirth painful for Eve. So let me explain exactly what's happening in the story. Adam and Eve started banging, and God decided to punish them both by making Eve's vagina tighter. How the fuck is that a punishment for Adam? Why didn't they just leave her vagina super big and give her permanent leaky eye syndrome or something? Jesus Christ. I know you guys are travelers and these are supposed to be travel-based jokes, so I do most of my traveling on Google Maps. It's not like Street View. Fucking shit is amazing. You can go to any place in the world, and the best part I have found so far is you can go to the downtown east side of Vancouver, so you can watch people doing and dealing crack on the street. Which is amazing, because you think if you saw people that decided to do crack on the street, and then they saw this car coming by with a giant 360-degree camera on the top of it, they'd be like, hold on a second. Let's wait to do the crack until after. But if you zoom in on one of the crackheads, it's actually Mickey Rourke. I'm sorry, I go to bars a lot, and a common thing that happens to me is people ask me to watch their drink when they go outside. And I'm assuming this is because they don't want anyone to put date rape drug in their drink, when they go outside. And most of the time, I just want to say to them you're good. Nobody wants to rape you. I'm for rape prevention. My mom had the worst advice for me when I was growing up about rape. She said, if anyone's ever going to try to rape you, just shit yourself. And I won't try to rape you. It's like, this sounds terrible. So I came up with an even better one. If anyone's going to try to rape me, I'll just pretend to be super into it. Yeah. Bring it on. And call him the next day. Hey, baby. I had a good time last night. Went out. You know, go on a couple dates. Give him my key. Maybe move in together. Then on New Year's, be really rude to his mom. Gotcha! I was in Vancouver at a club, and this guy actually asked me to watch his drink. No, I asked him to watch my drink, and he said, "Oh, honey, you have to pay for your drugs in this club." So I gave him $20. Fucking idiot! He didn't know how to get them through the coaster I had left on the top of the beer. I mistakenly told that joke to my mom. And she said, "Oh, honey, you should tell more jokes about me." I said, "Mom, I'm an alcoholic, I'm obsessed with Mickey Rourke, and I do drugs in clubs with strange men. These are all jokes about you." Good job, Dylan!
And Wilkie, everyone. Give it up for him. Guys, I have never hosted before. I've never really wanted a complete and utter stranger from the internet to sleep on my